transition.
How special that move right there was, and the way he performed it.
Tap or snap at this point.
Right knee thrown by Lisa Ward.
Straight into full mount. This is where Megumi is so dangerous, going for the armbar.
Looking for the armbar, and Ward forced to play defense early in the fight.
A look at the balance of Fujii staying on top. That's tight.
There's the tap. Just like that, cool as you like on the finish, and Fujii is through to the finals.
The triangle position almost, but it's that armbar, bang, throws that right leg over the top. Beautiful straight armbar. Let's see it again, set up with strikes, stepping right over, great balance, timing, technique.
Fight Clock is brought to you by Miller-Lite, the official beer of Bellator. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time. Quick takedown from Ward.
Nice timing on that takedown. Gave up the armbar, that's it!
And there's the tap, just like that for Aaron Johnson.
Man.
Ward got the takedown, Johnson got the lightning strike submission win.
That was quick. See it here, angles, leaves his arm behind, instant tap. Great pressure. He's able to slip his arm out. Now, what we saw in the Roger Carroll fight, Roger Carroll black belt himself, but Neiman Gracie doesn't rush it. He'll stay in that position, work for the submission over and over and over again, but he doesn't rush. Nice armbar transition. He might have it.
Rudy Bears.
He tapped.
He tapped.
It snapped. Saw it pop backwards. That's why there was a delay there. Defensive mode. Look at this step over to the armbar. Boom. Beautiful stuff. Straightens the arm. Now look, as he tries to pull out, his arm pops.
Right there.
And he taps right there. Nice step over. Going for the armbar. Finishing this early.
That's deep. Jessica Middleton in a world of trouble. Doesn't have a lot of room to spin out of it.
Yeah, she's going hard for it. Hips all the way in. She's going to have to turn it. She's flexible, but only save her for so long. But she is not letting this go. Trying to put it behind the armpit. There it is.
Every time we see her, ILIMA-LEI MACFARLANE is more and more impressive.
She must be flexible because this is tight. Both knees together, trying to put it behind the armpit, but couldn't hold it. When she switches sides, look at it here, both knees together. When she puts the wrist underneath her right armpit, that's when it's too tight for Jessica Middleton. She tries to roll out, the cage is in the way. She could not escape right here. When it goes behind the armpit, that's when it's done. Tap or snap at this point. Look at it here. This is when it's ultra tight. Too much for Jessica Middleton. Certainly 10-9 in round one.
Velasquez from the southpaw position, leading with the jab on a gang. Now, like the proverbial pit bull, just attacking the leg and hanging on, trying to cut down the bigger Velasquez, but it's Velasquez from the top position now, maybe transitioning to the armbar.
She can step over the head, she can get it. There it is.
And there it is. Juliana Velasquez with the first submission win of her career in her Bellator debut.
Over now, look at here, she gets the arm, then she repositions her left leg over the face. That's when she can really crank. Beautiful setup, and this was nowhere to go but tap.
He put me in so many submissions, I didn't even know what they were, and I survived that. I will survive with Rafael.
Harris has never been submitted, has 6 submissions in the win column, but Lovato Jr. meticulous in preparing to attack from the bottom, looking to secure the right arm of Harris. Lovato has 1 armbar on his resume and 1 arm triangle as well.
Yeah, that is tight right now. That's because he's going to go for that arm. It's tapped out.
That's it.
You can see him setting up that left arm, switches off, goes right to the right arm. That is tight. You can see the hyperextension of the arm. Beautiful technique. I cannot express to you how special that move right there was and the way he performed it. Gerald thought he was going to roll out. It doesn't happen because of the skill level of Lovato Jr.
Humphrey blocks it. Decided to go for the arm. He's got a Kimura grip on that. The problem for Dennis here is for him to extend it. The cage is going to stop that extension, so he's got to turn the position. Max just gave him that opportunity.
Humphrey trying to reverse this. Now hammer fist from Dennis. Humphrey holding on for dear life, but absorbing these strikes from Dennis.
Those are some hard strikes. He's got that arm crossed over, but there's lots of ways to get that out.
And now he has got it out. Belly down, armbar. Another submission win for Dylan Dennis.
And then this was the point where he goes after the arm, had hit him with a lot of big shots, rolls that over belly down on the arm, a tight arm bar. Dylan Dennis with a beautiful submission victory.
Oh, it was a big right hand. In the week, you see we have bonus coverage coming on the Bellator app and the zone. Takedown for Sayat Awad. And I use the word post limbs in our prelims, so we're going to go hashtag post limbs still after our main card on Paramount Network.
Brad needs to be very careful when he's on the ground here. This is what makes GRACIE so good.
Has not been submitted in 8 years plus, John.
And that arm is tight.
It is all over! Just like that! Goichi Yamauchi!
Goichi bring that leg back over, and then he utilized that arm to bring the sweep. Goes after the arm lock after he gets the sweep. Gets the arms in position, extends the hips, a ton of pressure. You see Awad screaming out. That's a verbal tap. Beautiful submission victory by the master, Goichi Yamauchi.
The only man who really ground McKee off a well-timed takedown, but wasn't able to do much from his position on top. And now McKee working from the bottom.
Working from the bottom.
Oh, the tap out! McKee forces CAMPOS to capitulate, and McKee has reached Sweet 16, 16-0, and the longest win streak in Bellator history continues.
Campos pushes off, AJ slides over the top. But watch his legs and what happens with this arm bar. We have an arm lock inside here. That is a straight, he puts it behind his arm. That is a tight arm lock. Beautiful submission victory.
Those of you guys watching at home, what you want to do is you want to be able to see Mario wants to stay on the side where the arm is underneath his armpit, because that side he can't, it's harder to be choked on. For JJ, he wanted to keep him on that choking side. He starts to reach it.
It is all over! J.J. Wilson remains unbeaten.
Take a look at this finish. Has the back, and you see him. Allowed Mario to move up. He's just sitting, waiting to move that into an armbar. Gets himself in position, pushes the hand away. Look at control of the head, extends the arm. Beautiful arm bar submission. Look at that extension, Josh.